Students, good morning. Students who are in the online, am I audible to you? Right, students. Now we'll start with the another concept in WOOPS, data abstraction and data encapsulation I want to discuss. So let me talk about the next area of discussion under WOOPS, under index of WOOPS Kaminma. Data abstraction and data encapsulation, which is very, very easy, not a big deal. So try to learn it. So let's start with the concept of what? Concept of encapsulation and abstraction. So once we know classes and objects, the structure of the class and object already we are aware of it. The structure of a class, we'll look at that. A class is a collection of these many number of things. Come in, ma. So data members are present, methods are present, constructors are present, and destructor is present. This is the points what we are getting it. Okay. Now, moreover, we are supposed to understand the further discussion now. So that is abstraction and then encapsulation. How to apply on the class concept only. So let's take the example here. Through an example, I am going to discuss. So this is our agenda of today's class. Abstraction and then encapsulation is our agenda. So we are discussing abstraction and encapsulation. What is encapsulation? What is abstraction? We need to get it. So I'll split and I'll discuss. So next, first one is data encapsulation. How to apply this encapsulation in the class and how the abstraction will be. How the abstraction will be, I'll be discussing once again. Here I am writing abstraction here. So coming to the point back, file, new, and then others, and then say Python here. Right? Program for demonstrating data encapsulation. Data encapsulation. There I will discuss. Take an example. Take a class called account. In the account class, there is a confidential information present. What is that? DEF underscore underscore init underscore underscore of self I am writing. Constructor it is default constructor. Self dot ACNO is equal to 10. Take care, students. So easy. Get it immediately. Self dot CNAME. This is called account number. Customer name. CNAME is equal to something like Rosam. And self dot balance is equal to some 3.4. 3.4. Self dot pin is equal to some 1234. 1234. Self dot bname. Bname is equal to self dot bname is equal to SBI. SBI. This is what the data we have. This is the data what we have. Now I'm going to say, this is the class, I will save it. So I'm going to say here, account dot py is called what here? File name and module name. File name and module name I am writing. Account dot py. Save it. So coming to this place, I'll be saving it as a part of our things. Same 7am under WOOPS, and I'll create data encapsulation and abstraction. So I'll be saving this program account.py. Come in. So there I will go to command prompt, and we cannot run this program as usual because there is no object creation, nothing is there, right? So coming to the point back, by going to this command prompt, Python say 7 a.m. Under that, oops. So data abstraction. So their encapsulation is coming. You try to run it, py, account.py, no output is coming because there is no object creation, nothing is there. This is containing confidential information, right? Account number is a confidential, balance is a confidential, PIN is confidential. These are all called what? Confidential details. Confidential details, these are all called. So how we go about it, how we are supposed to learn it, we are supposed to get it, something like this. Now I'm going to take others here, now writing another program. Come in. So next term, there I'm going to write it, writing something like this. Create an object of what? Account. Who is this? This is called what, you know? Other programmers. Other programmer example 1.py. Some other programmer creating an object of yours, creating an object of account. Is it an error or compiled? Is it an error or executed? Executed or error? Object I am creating in which program? Others program.ex1.py. Save it, go to the place. So in this place, both abstraction related, encapsulation related programs are available. You go to the place and you try to run it. It is an error. Why? You are creating an object without class name. Without a class name. Because in this others pre-ROG example 1.py, there is no class called account. There is no class called account. So you'll get an error called name error. What is that name error? Name account is not defined. So how you define it? From what is this now? Account. Import. What is this now? Account. From account, import account. What is this account? What is this account? Module name. What is this account? Class name. So here, this is called what? Class name. And this is called a file name. I gave the same thing there. I gave the same thing. So I need to go for what? From account module, import a class name. Because the class module is a collection of what? Variable names, class names, and then module names. So from the account module, we are importing what? Account class. Account class. Are able to follow? So create a account object is created. Because of account object creation, what is calling? Constructor is calling and placing the data inside of where? AC. Now other programmer creating an object like this and printing the data. What is that? Print. How do you print? Account number is equal to some other person is accessing this data. Format of what? AC.acno. AC.acno. Next is called what? Account holder name. Account holder name. Don't take much time, students. It is very easy. Next time taking what? C name. Next time writing account. Come on. Account balance. Account balance is equal to AC dot what here? Balance. AC dot balance here. Account PIN. Account PIN is called AC dot what, you know? PIN. So account dot PIN. So account, what is this now? Branch name. So B name, branch name here. Branch name I am writing. So it is called what, you know? B name I am writing. B name I am writing. So B name I am writing. So account object is created, printing the details of it, and then see that, execute it. See what is the drawback of that. You execute it, py, see that, got the data, right? Is it an advantage or drawback? It's a drawback. Other programmer is accessing the confidential information of some other account details. It is a drawback. So we learned how to define a class. We know how to define a data members, methods, constructors, everything. But we are not able to know how to provide the security. We want to secure our confidential information. That is provided by what? Encapsulation. So here we are accessing complete data. Everything we are accessing, but we want to access what only? I can give to others, my name I can tell, my branch name I can tell, but I should not tell my account number, balance, and then PIN numbers we should not tell. That is called what? Protecting the confidential information from others. That is provided by what? Encapsulation. What is the use of encapsulation? Securing the confidential information from other programmers. That is the meaning of what? Encapsulation. Where should I apply? It is available in every object-oriented programming language. Available in C++, available in Java, available in C#.NET. So how do you protect now? Shall I tell you another technique? In C++, in Java, in .NET, we are using the keyword called private students. What is that? Private. Suppose you are a student. You are supposed to go to the college. Your parents know that you have taken a bag and then you went out of it. And you are going to parents thinking that you went to the college, but you went along with the friends to the movie without going to the college. And you'll come to the same college timing only, you came to the home. Will you tell your parents that you went to movie? So they ask you how many periods today? You'll say 6 periods gone. 6 periods went. Today test is there. We wrote the test. Everything you will say your own things. But they don't know what you are making private. So in lifetime also you are going to make it what? Private things. You have your own confidential information is there or not? Will you tell everything to your parents? Will you tell everything to your parents? You have to tell students. You have to tell. Some of the students are seeing differently. Will you tell or not? Okay, you don't tell. I'm saying that what you don't tell, you are hiding from your parents. That is called encapsulation. Don't tell that example in interviews. What you are hiding from your parents is called what? Private data. When you are making private means what? You are applying OOPS principle called encapsulation. You don't tell that example in interviews. So now I am Rekha is saying that she will tell. Okay, that's good, students. Whoever says all the things to your parents without hiding anything, they are best students. A small thing also hiding, they are not best students. Remember all these things. Right, both boys and girls, remember these words. Now, coming to the point of it, I'm going to say self.acno. These are all called what? Open data. Everybody was accessed it. Now I'm going to hide the data. In Python programming, there was no keyword called what? Private was not there. There was no keyword called private. Instead of private in Python, they said any data member or any method you want to hide from others, you have to write before the data member, write a double underscore. That's all. Finished. Any method you want to hide before for other data members, DEF, what are you writing? Before the method you write what? Double underscore you write it. Double underscore methods are what? Hidden from others. Double underscore data members are hidden from others. Double underscore data members, double underscore methods are called what? Encapsulated members, encapsulated data members, encapsulated methods. Come to that. How do you do it? Come on now. Right. Self underscore ACNO. C name, I will give no problem. If anybody asks your name, if you tell your name, any problem? No. If you tell your balance now, I don't tell. That is called double underscore balance. And a PIN number also I don't tell, double underscore. Branch name, you can tell, no issue. Did you understand? See, students, line number 5, line number 7, line number 9 are called what? Encapsulated information. I encapsulated it. I made it hidden from others. You save this and just to make it to run without doing anything. Yes, Avinash. That also you can write it. IFS code also we can go for writing as double underscore you can write. So double underscore data members, double underscore methods are called what? encapsulated information. Now you try to run this program, error will come. Line number 4 is an error. Line number 4 is an error. See students, line number 4 is an error. See, others are getting an example. Others program, line number 4, ACNO not find. Go to the place. Now I will say here, comment. Next I am going to say CNAME. See that CNAME. CNAME is coming or not? What is the next error? Balance is an error. Line number 6 is an error. Line number 6 is an error. Right? Done. Next is called what? PIN. PIN. Next is called account object has no attribute to PIN. Next is called what you know? Next is called what you know? You see that SBI. I gave it everything. What is coming? Account number and then account branch name. What I made it hide? Balance, PIN. That is called what? Encapsulation concept. What I am able to retrieve is called abstraction. What I am able to retrieve? Customer name and that is known as what? Abstracting. Retrieving the essential details without considering what details? Hidden details is called what? Abstraction. When I go to a bank to withdraw my money, I will worry about how to get my money. I never bother about how many 500 notes are there, how many 100 notes are there, who has defined that person, how it is internally counting. I never bother about it. That is already encapsulated to the user or not. What is encapsulation? Hidden from others, hidden from external programmers. What we are giving is called what? Abstraction. What I am hiding is called what? Right. But people will say, which I have listened so many times, hiding the data done by abstraction, they will say. That is perfectly wrong. What we are doing, you observe it. What we are doing, students, you see what I am doing. Double underscore variables are known as what? Hidden. What we are you able to retrieve? Huh? No, we are able to retrieve only what? Required information without considering about which details, hidden details is called what? Abstraction. Hiding the details is called encapsulation. Giving details what they want is called abstraction. That's all. Suppose you are there. You are getting the data from me and you are not bothering about from where SAR is coming, how many classes SAR will take. You are not bothering about it. You are bothering about what your required information, whether we are getting the subject or not. That is only you need, that's all. Right or not? I also want whether you are listening or not, whether you are getting my subject or not. I never bother about in which hostel you are staying, from which student is coming from which place. I'm not asking all these things. Right or not? So once again, abstraction says retrieving the required details without considering which details, hidden details. Encapsulation says what? Hiding the confidential details from external programmers or external users is called what? Encapsulation. Clarity is there? Right. Now, coming to the point of it, I hope you are understanding others and then this account you are getting it. So here I am writing one small thing, students. One small point I will take it. One small point. For rhythmic purpose, what I do is, this I will take it as account1.py. Some linking mechanism I want to take it. This account1.py. For linking purpose, I will take it. Account1. Account this one is there now, you remove it. Now, only for some small purpose. For example, uploading purpose, I am taking that. Data abstraction and encapsulation. This I will remove it, students. Now you try to follow me. This is called what? You go to the place from account1 and import this and others. Now you execute it. Last and final, students. So you got it. Answer or not? What we hide it here? What I made it hidden? What I made it hidden? Right. You may ask a question, sir, you please call like that, sir. You please call like this, sir. You are asking, you may be expecting, you please call like this. How you can call it? You are trying to call like this. Because there I wrote double underscore now. You try to call like this. You are expecting like that. Anyhow, it will be giving an error. I'm just showing to you. Is an error or not? It is an error. You cannot call. Even if you access like that, you are getting a completely error like this only. So Neither you can call with a normal name or you cannot call with what? Like this, you cannot call. Did you understand? Next, let me tell you the next example, student, how simple it is. Same example only. Let me copy. This is called what? Hiding the data members. Did you understand? Hiding the data members. Today, what I am doing is, I will take another class students. Another class I am doing. This today, I am writing method. What is this now? Get ACC info. Get ACC info. Get account info is a method. Which method it is? Instance method. I will write one more program. Account2.py. Account2.py. I will write one program, students. Save this as account2.py. Account2.py. Now I am taking next. What is the next one? Others program I will take it. Others program I will take it. New program. Actually, it is a very easiest topic. So others to program 2 dot. Import account2. Now I am creating an object. AC is equal to what I am doing? Account. AC is equal to account of. What is this AC contains now? Come on, account, it will go to account2. There is no constructor at all. It is going to contain which data? Empty. Which data? Empty. How do you print empty? How do you check it? AC dot underscore underscore dict underscore underscore of. Try to run this, students. You will get it empty. Just try to pass it. You see others program example 2 dot empty is there or not? Now I want to fill up the data. How to fill up the data, students? You say, I want to call which method now? Get account info method I want to call. Because there is an instance method, I will call like that. How do you call, students? AC dot get account info. Because of that, this is calling, initializing, that is nothing but placing the data in AC. How do you print that now? How do you print that now? You call this information and trying to place it and try to print it. Here also, through method I am fill up the data. Through method I am filling the data. Calling the method. Calling other class method. Other class method from different program. From different program. Are you following me? From different program we are calling. You try to execute, successfully it is executed and information will be printed. Getting the data or not? Getting this data. Coming to the point back, now I am going to say here, getting the information and finally the data got it. So next I am going to tell you the another part of it. I don't want to give this method at all. I don't want to give this method to anybody. That means in the first program I made it hide the data members or not. Today I want to make complete method itself. I want to hide it. What I will do today? Double underscore you write before the method name. This method cannot be accessed from where? Any of the other part of the program. You cannot access this kind of things. Are you following me? Try to run now. Other program earlier got output. All of a sudden I changed it. See that error? What is that error? Attribute error. Account object has no attribute called what? Get account info. When a get account info is not calling, when it is an error, when I keep it as an error, what is happening? When it is an error, AC does not contain anything. How can you call ACNO, C name, balance, PIN and B name? Right or not? Error. So those things also going to be called as what? Error. Has no attribute called ACNO. If I keep a comment for this, again you execute it. Again you execute it. Here I am writing. Again you execute it. What is happening? Account object has no attribute called what? CNAME. CNAME. So here it is called a CNAME. You say this now. Balance also error. Balance also error. Now I am going to say PIN also error. PIN also error. Now I am saying B name also error. Complete information is not coming at all. Complete information is not coming at all. There is nothing but you cannot call the method at all. So am I controlling the other people by making my methods as double underscore methods or not? So finally, what is also possible? Method also can be hidden. Data members also can be hidden. Now I'm going to check what? Constructor. Shall I check the constructor? Online students are able to follow? Are able to follow, students? Right. Let us go to the next part called what? Constructor. I am going to check it. Look at that. Now I am going to write it. This is my information. Actually, it is the easiest topic. Now I am going to take up here account number here, and next is called like this. Now see, ACNO constructor account 3.py, 3.py, module name, file name come module name, and this is constructor data. Now I am going to take it what? Others program I will take it. Others program I will take it. So coming to this place, and here you see example 3.py, 3 account 3, import this one, and you try to save this code. Try to save this code. Now getting this and get this type of thing. Got it. Now try to call, try to create an object. How do you print it? This information you try to print it, students. You go for printing it. Right now, what is happening? Right now, what is happening? Constructor is calling, right? Constructor is calling, initializing the data members and everything. So save this code, and done. Execute this now. Py, see that complete data coming. Others program 3.py, complete data coming. Now you are trying to say, go to account 3. You are trying to make the constructor as what? Hidden. Shall I make it? Generally, people will think, see this color. Now you are trying to write. Already it is containing what? Double underscore init. Double underscore of like this, it is having some data. Before that, what are you writing? You are writing double underscore. That time, this is actually called what? Constructor. When you write like this, it is not going to hide the constructor. So constructor cannot be hidden from other programmers. It's an important students. So make double underscore. In Java, constructor can be made as hidden. But here you cannot make the constructor hidden like this. It will become as what? Method now. It will become as what? Method. See now, go to that, save it, try to run this code, Here what is happening? Account object creation, trying to call to the account 3 class, looking for the constructor. Do you have the constructor here? No. Immediately, what is the AC? Is it initialized with the empty or initialized with the data? Come on. Empty. Empty means what is not there? ACNO is not there, B name is not there. See students, carefully observe it. Error. Account object now has no attribute called what? ACNO. There was no such attribute, no account number. So I will keep it comment. Now you run it once again. What is happening? No attribute called CNAME. Again I will create what? CNAME, error. CNAME, balance. Are you following? Again it is going to be an error. I will say balance, error. What is that now? No attribute called PIN. Again I will say what? No attribute called what? BName. That means completely here we are not able to. That means it is not possible to make it as what? Constructor cannot be hidden, students. It is treated as what? Method. Sir, how can you say it is a method? You can call that. How do you call it, students? AC dot, come on, double underscore, init, double underscore off, like this you can say. That time you can access. You remove that, you remove this, and then this. You execute it. See the answer now. Getting the answer or not? Getting the answer now. Getting the answer now. I hope you are getting it. So is it a method or is it a constructor? Method. This is a method. Can you make this method as a constructor? Can you make this method as a hidden now? You are thinking that already this was a constructor, right? Try to understand understand what I am trying to say. This is called what? A constructor, right? Before that, what I wrote it? To make the constructor as encapsulated. But it is not become encapsulated. It becomes something what? Method. So it is becoming method. Can I hide this method? Come on. You can hide them. You think that this is a method, sir, but can I write a double underscore before that method name? That time is also not possible. Only 2 double underscores required. More than 2 double underscores, it is not comes under what? Encapsulation. First of all, are you following? Double underscore last and final. Double underscore init is comes under what? Constructor. Before that, what I am writing? What it becomes? Method. Instead of making constructor to hide, it becomes what? Method. I called it. You have seen it. And we are making this method as to be hidden. What you are writing again? What you are writing again? You are trying to write some green letters. I will write it. Double underscore. That time is this method is not becoming what? Hide. Because it will give you the meaning of only 2 double underscores only. Again, I will write a double underscore. See, students, this will be made as, don't think that method is hidden. It will give you an error. It will give you an error first. Understand? Execute. You see, students, error. What is that? It is saying that it is an error. It is suggesting, did you mean how many underscore? 6 underscore. How many underscore method you are calling? 4 underscore. But you are having what? 6 underscore. Now, if I write it, some more double underscore, now it is possible. Are you getting or not? So, what is your conclusion? Can I make it? Can I make it? So, Basant Kumar, I already told you, my dear student. I already told you, you are asking the same thing. I don't know whether you joined late or not. See, already this is done. Already this is done. Already this is done. Are you following this? This is already called what? Hidden only. I already explained, Mr. Basant Kumar. So, are you able to follow now? So, can I make constructor to be hidden? No. So, what is supposed to be hidden only? Data members and methods. And the constructor cannot be hidden. And a destructor cannot be hidden as well. Destructor is not under the control of the programmer. I hope you understand the encapsulation and abstraction. A small documentation I will show you, students. Try to follow me. A small documentation work I will show for the concept to understand. Encapsulation and abstraction. I'll bring the notes for you. I'll go for this now. 7 a.m. Under this, under that, data abstraction and encapsulation, and try to show you. Under that, now I'm opening this. Try to get it. So try to read out encapsulation, what I said. The process of hiding confidential information, data, methods from external programmers or end users is called encapsulation. The process of encapsulation concept is that, the purpose of encapsulation concept is that to hide confidential information or features of class. What are the features of class? Which features? Data members and methods only. So, data encapsulation can be applied in how many levels? 2 levels. One is at a data member level, at a methods level. To implement a data encapsulation in Python programming, the data members methods must be preceded with double underscore. Now I am saying at a data member level. Come on now. At a data member level, I am using through method. Data member level through what? Constructor. So class name, write normal method only. In the normal method, I can write self. Some data members are what? Double underscore. Some data members are double underscore. If you want, or one more thing, data member level, class name, constructor is written. Under that, data members are what? Encapsulated. I can do either through method or like this. Next syntax is what? Through what? Method level, class name, underscore, double underscore method name. It is completely method is hidden. And making the data members. So once the method is hidden, once a method only not possible to access, how can I access the data members? Are you following this? So here, if you follow me carefully, here also example, refer account1.py, account2.py, these examples you must remember it. These are comes under what you know. These are comes under what you know. Encapsulation related kind of things. Are you following me? Next, coming to abstraction, which is the very easiest part. The process of retrieving or extracting essential details without considering hidden details is called data abstraction. So what is an example here? Others PROC example 1, others PROC example 1, other PROC example 2 are comes under what? Encapsulation mechanism. So abstraction mechanism, yes. So this is called one example. Others 2 dot example 2. And you know one more thing, I wrote it. 3 dot example dot py, 3 dot py. So these are comes under what? Abstraction related things. What is an abstraction and encapsulation? Clarity is there for you. Abstraction says retrieval without considering what? Hidden details. And encapsulation says that hide. Coming to the note, we can't apply encapsulation on constructors in Python, but whose initialized data members can be encapsulated. Constructor cannot be encapsulated. Constructor initialized data members can be encapsulated. This is the concept of encapsulation. Is it understandable? Now, coming to the next process, is a very shortest concept, students. When you come to this case, tell me what data members can be, what can be encapsulated here? What can be encapsulated? Data members can be encapsulated. Methods can be encapsulated. Constructors cannot be encapsulated. Destructors cannot be encapsulated. So if anybody asks you, how can I provide the security to my data members and methods of a class? Which concept I need to use? Encapsulation. How can I give required details without giving the everything? I need to give you, not giving everything, encapsulate it. Give something is called what? Abstracting. So that is about encapsulation and abstraction. We are discussing it. Are you following? Now, coming to the point of it, next OOPS feature I want to introduce. What is the next OOPS feature I want to introduce? And one more example I want to go for it. One more example I want to tell you how to write OOPS level programming through database communication. Right? Write down. Open the notes. Write a Python program. All of you open, students. Before going to the next OOPS features, one more example I want to tell you. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will accept employee details from keyboard, and insert in employee table of Oracle. Insert them as records. Insert them as records in employee table of Oracle database. In Oracle table of employee database. In employee table of Oracle database. In employee table of Oracle database. How to deal with that? See, students, go to the place. Now I'm going to take up. How do you deal with this? Let us go to the program now. How do you write it? Let's start the coding now, students. I say class. Very, very simple, students. Observe it now. Class. What is my class name now? Employee DB. Employee DB. There I will take it. Tell me, what should I do now? Come on, fast. What should I do? So, first of all, I need to go for what? Here I need to go for main program if I come. Main program if I come. EO is equal to what? What is this? Employee DB. Employee DB. Object is created. Now that object need to have the value or not? So, need to have the value. So, how do you go for that value creation? That is an important. So, after that, EO dot what? Come on. EO dot get which details? Employee details. Get what details? Employee details. Next, I will say later what? EO dot. What is this? Save data. Save EMP data. Right or not? Save EMP data. This is my functions I am taking. Getting? How do you do that now? In this place, I will take it. DEF. What is the first function? Get employee EMP. What is this now? Details of what? Self. Now I'm going to get the information. How do I get the information? How do I get the information? Get EMP details of what? Self. How do I go for now? Get the information. Self dot what? ENO is equal to int of input of enter employee number. Get employee number. Self dot what next? Ename is equal to input of enter employee name. Get employee name. Right? Get employee name. Coming to the point of it, self dot what? Cell. Self dot cell. Let us go to Oracle once and then check it out. What we are having there. In the Oracle part, run SQL command line. You just observe it. There we are having, let me go to some bold fonts here. Now you see that. Now you observe it. Say here connect. What is this now? System. And next is called a manager. This is done. Select star from. Already we have one table or not? Employee. This is an employee table. These are all the tables we have. So say that del. Suppose what is that? Delete from where? Delete from employee. You remove everything and say immediately commit it and select star from employee. There is no data present in that. Are you following? Now I want to insert the data. What are the details I need? Salary and then company name also I need. Cell. What is this now? Float of input of enter employee salary. Right? Next self dot C name. Company name is equal to input of enter employee company name. So done. How many details I'm having? 4 details are there. Now I will write it next what? One more function I am writing. DEF. What is the function name, students? Save EMP data. Save EMP data. Are you able to follow? Of what I am using? Self. So coming to the point of it, I need to go for writing the required details of what? Oracle code I need to write. PDBC code I need to write it. What is the PDBC code? When you say EO.save EMP data, what is happening? EO related information is coming to self or not? So what should I do now? Get the connection object. How do I get the connection object? CX underscore Oracle dot connect. How do I get the connect here? I say system. What is this now? Manager @ localhost /xe. In my system, that is called something like this. So coming to the point of it, system manager @ what? Localhost xe. Are you able to follow? Next, I would like to go for getting the cursor object. CUR is equal to, what is the next? CON dot cursor of. Are you following? Next, how do you do that? CON dot cursor of. How do you do now? Next, COR dot execute of insert into directly. Already you know the coding. We must be perfect in coding. If you practice my examples, you can solve anything. Without practicing, nothing will come. Insert into employee values. Come on, how do you do that now? Insert into employee values. What should I do now? I will say %D, comma, single quotes, %S, single quotes, comma, %F, comma, single quotes and then %S. Right? Done. I say double quotes and % of what I should pass? Self dot self dot env, self dot ename, which I got it from where? Object level I read already. Next is called what here? Self dot self, self dot what next? Self dot what next? CName I can say. CName I can say. This is done. This is done. Right? After that, what I will say? con dot what? Commit I will say. Commit. So I'll say here, I'll write one type of try and except block. Try and except block, I will write it. So I'm writing here except block. What is this now? cx underscore Oracle dot database error. Database error as DB, as database error. Yes, DB. Now we'll see print of problem in database, problem in database, problem in database. What should I do now? Colon, comma what? DB I can say. DB I can say. So because after committing, I can say one message here. What is that? What is that? Record inserted. Record inserted. So I'll say dot format of cur dot row count. Row count is an attribute, right? Row count is an attribute. So after committing, it is inserted in employee table. You try to run it. So wherever you want to save your employee data, write what code? Our database code you need to write it. And moreover, here I need to do what? Import cx underscore Oracle. Cx underscore Oracle is required. So O capital. So coming to the point back, here I'm going to write it. What should I do now? Save this as what? emp oracle.py. Some small file name. You save this code. So try to see this now. Go to the place of classes only. I will go for it. Let it be. So why to go for some other folder? In the same place only I will save it. So I'll go to this place. Go to this place now. Coming to the point back, you say this now. py, enter employee number. Already you know that under this table, no more records are available. No more records are available. You try to run it, same something like this. So RS 3.2.3 and PSF written. What is happening? Save EMP data. So spelling mistake is there, I hope. What is this now? Save EMP data. This is something different. Save EMP data. So double E is required. So try to run it. 10, something like this. Done. One record inserted. Go to the place. Here I'm going to write it. Select star from. This is the data inserted. And you want to make it repeated. You want to make it repeated. How do you make it repeated, students? Very easy. Very easy. To make it very much repeated, what should I do? I'll go for taking the same thing. If you want, I can take the same thing. What I do is, because these are all called what you know. These are all called what you know, programmatic techniques. So this part is there now. This part is there now. I will remove from here. I will call in this place. What I am doing, you see, inside of it, I will call it. How do you call it? Self dot. Which method I am calling? This method I will call. This method I will call. Moreover, how I will do it? I will keep it in where? While true, I will keep it. While true, I will keep it. This everything is taken into this consideration. Employee details. Are you following me? Now, I will write it. After this try is over, or after this is over, I'll say CH is equal to, I'll say something like, you know, done. CH is equal to input of, I'll write it. Input of. Do you want to insert? Because this techniques you already know. Do you want to insert another record? Another record. Yes by no. Yes by no. So yes or no. So there, you know the technique of it. If CH dot what? Lower of is equal to what? No. I say what there? Break, I will do it. Break, I will do it. Otherwise, it will be going on continuing. Every time it is asking, are you following me? So coming to the point back, this is what I am going to say. So one record is inserted and I'll continue the flow of it. So try to take this now. Try to take this part. So I'm writing here 1.py. Try to save it. So logics, you have to carefully need to take care and everything. Once we understand certain level of logics, that you have to apply our intelligence and we need to start writing it. So coming to the point of it, 1.py, enter the number 20, something like RTR. So 3.4, so NumPy org, one record inserted. One record inserted. So there it is having select star from, data is available like this. You say yes here. You say next is called 30. Next is called 30. Enter the employee name, something like MC. And next is called what you know, 4.5. And next is called pandas, org. I'm writing like this. It is one more record is inserted. If I say yes, employee number is 40 and something like DR and something like, you know, 5.6, something like Bell. So I just wrote it. Do you want to insert another record? No, I will say it is coming out of it. Go to this place and see this. These are the things which are inserted. Are you following? This is comes under what? What is this concept is? Any OOPS level also we can go for communicating with the database. Right? Right on. Open one more note. Pickling and unpickling concept also I want to tell you. Pickling and unpickling also I want to tell you. These are all important written test questions. Pickling and unpickling already over, right? Write down. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will accept employee details, and save them in file, by using pickling and save them in file by using pickling and read the records from the table and read the records from the file you write and read the records from the file by using unpickling concept. So already pickling and unpickling concept is done, students. Now it is, let us move to the further now. Shall we move to the further now? Let's go to the next discussion here. So there I'm going to take up next one. I'll go for the further. Let me close this entire thing. I'll go to the pickling and unpickling. So see that, students, I'm defining program for employee details, program for accepting which details? Employee. Program for or instead of saying accepting, program for accessing or creating, employee class. I am taking program for taking employee class. Here earlier, if you remember, I took it as which object? First of all, pickling, you remember what is the pickling says? Saving the total object data at a time into the file of secondary memory. That is the meaning. Which object I taken earlier? A list. Accepting separate details appended to the list. And a list saved in where? File. Today I am taking what? I am not taking a list. I am taking which class? Employee class I am taking. That employee object, I will save it into the file. Earlier I saved what? List object. Today I am saving my own class object. Customization. DEF underscore underscore init underscore underscore of self underscore underscore of self. There I need to take it. Self dot. Again I will take parameters also, students. ENO, ename, and next salary. Some details I took it. Self dot ENO is equal to ENO. Self dot. Now I am taking self dot. Ename is equal to what? Ename. Self dot what? Sal is equal to what? Sal. Are you able to follow? So self dot ename is equal to ENO. Ename is equal to sal is equal to my object is constructed. Just only object creation I am telling to you. Next I am taking DEF display EMP data. This you don't worry, students. I will tell you after a few minutes. I am just printing the details, students. What I am saying now? I am saying employee number I will print. Backslash T employee name I will print. Backslash T employee salary I want to print. Format of self dot ENO, self dot ename, self dot what? Sal. I will print it. Why I am writing this, you least bother about it. But up to here, you need to understand. Are you following me? This is a class is designed. What is my class name? What is my class name? Employee. Employee dot what? Py. Same class name also same. File name also same. So done in the same place only. So employee, it treated as what now? File name and module name. File name and module name I made it. Now I will go for using this kind of thing. I want to go for a pickling process now. So I'm going to take next program. What is this now? Program for accepting which details? Employee details, and save them in file. Save them in file by using pickling process. By using pickling process. How do we do it? DEF, sorry, I'll take that also with oops. That also I will take with oops. Class EMP pick, employee pick. There I will do what? DEF get which details? Employee details. Get EMP details of what? Self. Now I am going to write it. Self dot. What is that? ENO is equal to int of, tell me, input of, come on students, enter employee number. Take care, students. I am writing, or you can take something like local variable also you can take. This new pattern I will tell you. Some local variable I am taking. Next is called what? Ename. Take your own message. Now I am going to take it what? I will take it employee name. I'll take it employee name. Sal is equal to float of what? Input of what? Next. Employee salary. Right? Done. ENO, ename, and then salary. Are you getting? This data I will send it to whom? This data I will use to create an object of what? Come on. So, coming to the point of it. Okay. So, coming to the point of it, next I'm going to take up get EMP details self. Now I got this type of thing. What I am doing now, I will create which object? Employee class object I will create. See students, very good example. Create an object of which class? Employee class. Create an object of which class? Employee class. Earlier what I used to create, students, did you remember? L is equal to what? A list of. L dot append of what? ENO. Earlier code I am writing. L dot append of what? I said, ma? Ename. Next, L dot append of what? Cell. This is my data, right or not? But today I'm not going to do that. I'm not taking the list. I'm taking my own customized class. What is my class? Employee. EO is equal to what, students? Employee of what I'm passing? ENO, comma, E name, comma what? Cell. Cell. What is this now? Employee object creation. Employee object creation is nothing but calling the constructor or not? Which constructor? Parameterized constructor. And this is initialized. Which one is initializing? EO is initialized with the data. So that class name I need to pick it or not? So this one I need to take it. I need to import here. Do you know how to import? So coming to this point, now I'm going to say from where? Employee, import employee. Do you know import employee, from employee, import employee? This is what? Module name. This is called a class name. Object created with the data or not? That the data, I want to save it into the file. Save it into the file. Tell me, what should I do? What should I do? Completely you are out of order, right? You are out of order. Tell me, what is that now? Pickling process I need to do. Pickling process I need to do. That's why, students, I don't want to waste my time of previous things. If you don't remember, I have to repeat again. I cannot do that. Pickling process, I need to open the file. With open, emp.data, comma, ab as fp. If you don't remember, I don't repeat again. So I need to go for this emp.data. It is open date. In which mode? Append mode with a binary. Pickling concept always takes what? Right. After that, what should I do? I need to go for dump the data. How do you dump the data? Pickle dot dump of EO, comma FP. EO, comma FP. What is that EO, comma FP? Employee object dumping with what? FP. Wherever use file pointer pointing this one. Now I will say. What should I do now? Print off. What is this now? Employee data. Employee record. Inserted in file. Are you following me? Now, if you want, you can make this to be repeated also. This is called what? Employee data, and we saved it into the file. If you want, you can repeat the data also. How do you repeat it? Let us watch this example. Let me go for what? Main program, I will take it. Main program, tell me. How do you do it now? Come on. మీరు ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయనట్టు చూస్తుంటే మిమ్మల్ని. EMP pick. Create an object of what? EMP pick. Call which function? Get employee. So EO1 dot, without practicing coding will not come, and so many doubts also will get it. Practicing is required. So get EMP details. It is asking internally this one and calling this constructor, and then saving the data. Are you following this? Now let us open it. Let us save this code. What is this program name I want to give? EMP pick.py. EMP pick.py. Try to do this now. Out of that, you execute it. Py EMP pick. What is happening? Line number 9 and 3. Line number 9 and 3. From 9 on. So import what? Pickle. So line number 3, employee pick.py, line number 3, from employee, import employee. After that, it is containing So there it is having enter the employee number. Their bracket was not closed. Enter the employee number, some 100 TR. So 2.3 employee record inserted in file. I need to go. If I want to run once again, I have to run it. If you want to make it while loop related, you know that logic. So 200. Next is RS. So 1.4 data done. How many records inserted? 2 records. So I will go for writing which program now? Unpickling program I will write it. Unpickling program I will write it. Shall I go for it? So go for this now. Take it next to whoops program. So there I am taking. What is this now? See, accepting program for extracting employee details from employee file using which process? Employee process from file by using what process? Unpickling process. EMP unpick.py. EMP unpick.py. Come on now. Class EMP unpick is my class name. DEF get records. Right? Self of I will write it. Tell me what should I do? To get the records, what should I do? Completely out of order, I know, students. With open, what is my file name? So emp.data, you are completely out of order, I know that. Comma RB as FP. So emp obj is equal to pickle dot load of not remembering load dump no problem, students, it is up to you because my thing is I want to tell you everything, right? Later your chance. EMP object is there. What is the type of EMP object? I want to write it. Type of EMP obj. Earlier, whether you remembered or not, EMP obj was what? List object. Today object is what? Employee class. Employee.employee will come. What is the first employee? Module. Next employee is what? Class name. Try to take care. And I will write one small message also here. Try. And I'll write here one small except block also I will write. What is that now? File not found error. I'm writing there print file does not exist. Now, only type I am printing. Come out of that main program I am writing. Main program. How do you create now? EO is equal to create this object. Right? Done. EO dot what now? Get records of. You execute it. And I said import pickle. So coming to the point of it, py, say this now, unpick.py. Which type it is? Employee.employee. What is the first employee? Module name. What is the next employee? Class name. So I'll print the data. Which record? EMP obj, which is not going to print the data immediately. It is not going to print the data immediately. Memory address will come. How do you print the data if at all you are interested? What is the data present in that? ENO, comma. What is the next one? EMP obj dot ename. Next, I need to take it what? EMP obj dot sal. This is the one you need to print. How many records are there? 2 records. FP is pointing to what? First record. First record data is coming. Printed. Printed or not? Yes. Second record, if you want, I can write the same thing once again. I need to write the same thing once again. How do you write it now? You load it. Do once again this line. You see now, second record also coming. You do once again the same sentence. You write it. Here I wrote it. Here I wrote it. Done. What is happening now? You execute it. No second record is available. What will happen? You are not remembering. You are out of order. EOF error. EOF error. I already said you. EOF error ran out of what? Input. That I need to handle it. How do you do it now? If I have 20 records, 20 times I don't write loading, I don't write. How many times I'll write? Only one time I will write it. Only one time I will write it. How I will write it here? Look at. While true, say this line. What is this now? EMP OBJ is equal to pickle dot. What is this? Load off. Now I am getting. While true, I wrote it. Number of records are printed. And if no records are present, it will be giving the same thing. Same error only will come. What is that? FP, I need to write it. FP, I need to write it. FP, I wrote it. Now I'll go for, see this now. You got the records and then what you got it? EOF error. How do you deal that? How do you write it? Where do you write try? Where do you write what? Try. After a while, look, because sorry is pressed enter key, na, that's why. Right? Manakem gurtundadu aslu. So, except EOF error, and say simply what? Break. This is the final code. This subject. This is I already told you, go to where? 7 AM. Files, files. Under that, see how many examples. EMP pick example, enabled pick example, unpick example. You observe it. This is called what? While true. See that it is used like this. Already. Because your mindset is not good, what we can do. Pickle off. You see, there I said already here, list empty object, reading the student data, appended the student data, dump off. Like this, I wrote it already. If we don't remember, we can't do anything else. So coming to the point back, this is the one which I wrote it. Now, instead of writing this data, we want to call EMP OBJ is an object of which class? Employee class. You can happily call one function. Instead of writing that, EMP OBJ dot what? Display. Already my employee class contains which function? Display EMP data. That I will write it here. Display what data? Employee data. I can write like this. You execute it. So got the same data with a backslash T's and everything. Right? So if you if you don't read, what we can do, nothing is there. But still we are taking up everything here. So coming to the point of it. Execute it, got the answer. You run the unpickle pick program, you run it, pickle program, you run it, enter the employee number 300, say something like PS, say something like 0.5, employee record inserted. Unpickle program, you run it, that 0.5 will come. You run pickle program once again, you say here what 400 is coming, and say employee name is called something like a SD, and next 5.6 you enter, and then unpickle program you say, done like this. Are you following? This is called pickling and what? Unpickling concept. So I hope you are understanding about this entire meaning. Getting this type of whatever the data is coming, you can put it into where? You can convert into one list object also. This entire data, what you are getting in this place, can convert into list also. And you can keep that list of values into where? CSV file also we can convert it. Already CSV file, CSV.reader, CSV.writer, CSV.dictor-writer, dictor-reader. So if you start practicing, so much of knowledge will come. If not at all practicing the programs, want to get perfection in the coding, it is an impossible. It is an impossible. Only doubts will left out without having any coding now. If you want to do any while loop to add to this, what I will do? If I want to do any while loop to do this, what should I do? Go for doing some changes. What change I will do it? I will do this kind of process. Where I will do this now? I'll write in the beginning of this loop. I'll write here. Then after that, what I am doing? What I am doing, you tell me. While true, I am doing. While true, I am going to do. This data, I'll just keep it like this. Now you enter while true with open prickling process. Now you do. You see now. Here I am saying employee data done. This is accepted. After that, what I am doing, you see, print of one line is ending students. One line is ending students. CH is equal to input of, do you want to insert? Do you want to insert another record? Another record. Another record. S by no. S by no. So, S by no. So, close this. And there you will be taking it. There you will be taking up. What you will do? If CH dot lower of is equal to what? No. No. What you will say? Break. That's all. What is happening now? I am opening the file, class name, instance method. I opened my file, everything. So save this code. You try to run it. EMP pickle program. What happens? Line number 7, indentation problem. So take the indentation problem properly. Now see, enter the employee number, some 650, some 650. Name is something like QR. Say something like 3.4. Done. S. Employee number, some 700. Something like RU, RY. 6.7. Done. Say S. Number is called something like 780. Next is called something like QW. 1.2. No. I'll stop it. Unpickle program is there. This is the data what we have. Right? So after learning this Python oops, anybody can develop any good application can be developed. Any organization related project with database communication, you can happily develop it, provided when you have complete awareness. For example, one of our student has developed one ATM application. He himself has submitted his code in the form of RAR file. That is called commitment. You have to improve your commitment by yourself. So without practicing, if you attend hundreds of classes, no coding will come. Only subject you can hear. After 1 month course is over, again you will forget. Back to pavilion only. Like a dog tail only, like a dog tail. So if you read well, solved. Right. So this is about what? Pickling, unpickling concept, which I said, because in my index, I mentioned already in our class, 7 AM, when you come to oops, in the index of that, I mentioned somewhere else, I hope so. Somewhere else here. Programming examples related to pickling, database communication with the classes and objects. Done. So tomorrow class, when I come back, I will talk about what? Inheritance, I will explain. Actually, I want to start today, but the time is gone here only. Inheritance, I will introduce, and it is very easy. Once you know classes and objects very well, inheritance and everything is built on the top of it. Are you following me? Right. So I'll stop, students, and tomorrow class will go for inheritance. Right. Thank you. Online students, any doubts are there, you can hold on. Students in online, any doubts are there? Can put across. So meantime, I will upload the notes. Kalyan D. Kalyan D.
Hello. Hi, sir.
Kalyan.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Kalyan, tell me, how are you?
I'm doing good, sir. Sir, for the data encapsulation, right? Can be restricted based on a user, or is it across? It will be across the program, sir.
It is a program, right? User
Correct.
level permissions are not there in the coding level. Actually, that will be coming under as per as database level. If you go for it, grant and revoke privileges are there.
Yeah, that is for the database. Any inserts or any sort of selector that
Even
can be
if
done.
you go to this account numbers and all these things, that will be done with database only, right, Kalyan?
Agreed, sir. Agreed. So basically, only through database only we can do that grant or restrictions at a level, but not
Yes.
at a program level. We can't have the secure. We can't have the data encapsulation at a user level. That's what you're
Yes,
saying.
only for hiding the details of the class.
Got it.
At
Which
the
is local to
programmer
the
level.
program only.
Program level only.
Cool. Program level only. Okay, got it.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Got it, sir.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Abhay. Student name is Abhay. My dear student, Abhay.
Sir, the abstract features in Python is very similar to Java or not, sir?
Mama, what is that?
Abstraction feature of Python is similar to Java.
Which
Java
feature?
abstraction, sir. Abstraction.
Abstraction, encapsulation, similar to all the languages are having similar features.
Sir, but in Java, sir, I learned something like that. If we don't define the function, only we have declared.
If you don't define the?
Yes, sir.
If you don't define the?
In the sir, Java means we don't define the function. Later on, whenever we inherit, define it.
That is interface level, students. Interface level. That is implementation is different from language to language. See, we are there. The people are saying that method code is hidden.
Yes, sir.
If you take an interface, Java knowledge is there for you.
Yes, sir.
You see, for example, if you have a Java knowledge, I'm talking about it. Interface name I1, right? There I am taking method. I am taking void called what? Open pin. Open pin is a method which I am taking. Interface methods does not contain any body. They are by default a public abstract. What I am doing, class X implements I1 so that whatever the method is coming from I1 interface to this class X, I am defining that method, overriding that method. Public void open pin, we are writing the coding there. We are writing the logic there. Right? Close.
Yes, sir.
How do you create an object of I1? If you know Java, how do you create an object of I1? Tell me.
Sir, which one, sir? I1?
I1. With respect to interface, I want to create an object. Possible or not possible?
Sir, not possible, sir, I think.
It is possible, because that's what people are saying, that it is not possible. It is possible. How? I1 O1 is equal to new X. New X. Object of interface directly not possible to create. That's what people are not teaching the subject, Abhay. I1,
Yes.
I1 is equal to new I1 is not possible. Directly we cannot create because it is having the method of heading only. Method of body is not there. Where is that? Object of interface can be created indirectly with respect to implementation class. That is X. O1 dot what? F1 you can call. There you see how it is going. It is going to this place. It is not containing body. It is hidden the body, but the body is there in the implementation class. This is what people are trying to say, abstraction. Here, no private is there, nothing is there. But actually, this is comes under dynamic binding concept. In Java, people are going to supposed to say like this only, but they are saying something, which is not relevant. Abhay, I hold.
Yes, sir.
So whatever abstraction we discussed it, that is the abstraction and encapsulation they need to tell.
Yes, sir. Got it, sir.
Oh,
Thank you, sir.
right, Abhay. Any more doubts, students? My dear students, any more doubts you have? Okay, students, I uploaded the total notes. Please check it and try to practice it. Tomorrow I'll start the inheritance. Don't miss it. Thank you, students. All the best.